Hello everybody, Yukiro here, and today we're going to talk about some topics regarding Twitter/X. I don't usually do like news reports or anything like that, so probably don't expect too much of this sort of content from me. But Elon is doing some things which don't really make a whole lot of sense if he wants to keep, his advertisers, his audience, and whatnot. Not that I think people are just gonna leave the platform because what people say they're gonna do and what people actually do is, two very, very different things. So when people say, "Oh, we're gonna leave Twitter," they do for like maybe a few days, but then they usually come back. But maybe this time will be different. I doubt it, but maybe. I don't post art there. I am not an artist, so for me, these issues, they're still issues, but they don't affect me directly. I don't post any of my written book content there. I don't post screenshots of my written work. I might send links to my streams, to my YouTube stuff, but that's it. I suppose I could assume if he decides to rip my voice and use it for AI, but that's about as far as my personal worries go. My concern is for other people more than me, because, as I said, I am not an artist, so I don't have the issues, personally. The issues, they don't affect me directly, is what I'm trying to say. And what issues are those? Well, there's two issues. The first issue is the AI data scraping. So basically, you usually have a choice to opt in and opt out of something like this, but for some reason, Elon wants to do stupid things. He wants to force people to agree with these terms and conditions, where if you post images or whatever, tweets, he can data scrape that for his AI. Maybe not his AI, but, his AI. And a lot of artists obviously do not want this. And I don't blame them, because if you're gonna be an artist, you don't want people to be able to steal your art and feed it into AI and then come up with a copy of your image just tweaked enough to claim it's not, stolen, whatever. And if I was posting my stories, if I was posting like stuff like that, I would hate that myself. And I would want to be able to opt out of that. But now, when this comes into effect, if it hasn't already, that opt-in, opt-out option is no longer there. And that's not right. Like, nobody agreed to having their content stolen and fed into AI. Nobody agreed to that. Nobody wants it. Nobody, it's not fair to people who work hard in their content, in their skills to improve it, and forcing people to agree to those terms is kind of ick. It's very ick. I don't like it. If you could opt out of it, like you used to be able to, that would be great. But Elon has decided that he doesn't actually care about his content creators on his platform. He just wants to be able to use whatever he wants to use and probably make profit off of it, because Elon is all about the profit. Which, if it wasn't hurting like artists and everything else, I wouldn't care, because people live to work, to make money, to live, whatever. I'm not anti-capitalism, but I kind of am. It's just a thing. It's a thing. But so that's one of the reasons why people are very upset with Elon and Twitter/X at the moment. And I'm sure many people already know that information, but I just wanted to give some of my thoughts and opinions on it, because it really is kind of just disgusting that people's rights are kind of being stripped away. Like, you don't have the freedom to choose in this case, and that's just not good. Like, you have to give people the choice. Like, if you're pro AI, okay, you do you, boo boo. But that does not give you the right to be able to steal other people's hard work and dedication to improvement just so you can make a quick buck. I'm sorry, but get good. I can't draw for shit. I don't go around stealing people's artwork and feeding it into AI and then pretending that I've made that work, because that's a shitty thing to do. And I don't hate AI if it's used ethically. I grew up as technology was growing up. Like, I was there when, YouTube first was created. I was there long before that. But the point is, technology fascinates me. I love technology. It's an amazing thing that humans have, brainstormed, created, made real. And if AI art, not that it's really art at the moment, but you know what I mean, if AI art could have been sourced ethically, like paid artists, commission or whatever, to be able to use their art for their algorithm or improvement, whatever, then it would have been okay. But because they data scrape and steal and then claim, oh, it's not stealing, it's ours, we made this, that's when I have issue. And it's just not good to force people into this sort of thing. So the other thing that people are rightfully angry about, let's get rid of that, is another topic which it does and it doesn't really affect me, because I myself am not a 18 plus channel. I do have like 18 plus games that I play, so those aren't always going to be games that people under the age can enjoy. I try to keep my content safe for work as much as possible, so I try to keep everything as safe for work as I can. I am not a vtuber, but I am an adult, so the odd joke and whatnot might squeak through, but for the most part I am pretty wholesome in my content, if not my mind. But the point is, not a lot of content creators are going to be safe for children, and so this is going to affect those people more so than me. But should I ever want to make an 18 plus video, for example, and then post it on, say, Twitter/X, and I wanted to become an 18 plus only channel, the only way to stop minors from engaging and seeing my content before would have been to block them, because otherwise they can get around the age restricted thing, because all Twitter does is sort of like censor the image, and then you just click on it, and I think I've turned it off, so I don't remember if you have to like confirm your age or whatever, but basically children can view stuff that isn't for them, is what I'm saying. So Elon's new little thing that he has decided is he is going to change how the block function works. Now I know a lot of people just block Elon because it's a good troll, it's funny, but they obviously block other content creators who either troll them or harass them or stalk them, yada yada yada. So there's many uses for this block function, and now Elon has decided that he is going to change how the block function works. Now here in the UK, what he has done is probably not allowed. So if I recall, he has only changed this for where he can probably get away with it more. So I don't know if this will actually affect me or not. I haven't looked too deep into it. I just remember seeing a couple of things about it. But basically, he has decided that even if you block someone, they can still see your content. So I don't know if Elon Musk has really put too much thought into this. But it definitely doesn't seem like he has. Like, oh, how can I put this? Elon Musk, although he can be smart, he can also be extremely naive and stupid. And he doesn't think things through, is basically the best way I can put this. He has a lot, and I mean a lot, of bots that promote adult content, shall we say. He also has a lot of genuine content creators that either are artists or whatever that use Twitter, and they use a block function to stop minors from being able to see their stuff, because they don't want to get into legal trouble over minors getting into their stuff, which is, a good way of handling things. If you know that there are kids using the platform who are under the age of 18 and you don't want them seeing your stuff, then it is within your right to be able to block them to stop them from gaining access. But now, even if you block them, these kids are still going to see this adult content that you've got. So this could really bite Elon in the ass if he goes through with these changes. Now, granted, you can probably set your account to private, but that would then mean that people, are not going to know what type of content creator you are if they don't already follow you, so you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, content, engagement-wise, by putting yourself on private. I don't know if putting yourself on private is the answer here, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to put your account on private if you're not looking for like a personal Twitter. Like if you're using this for your job to get commissions or whatever, you want people to be able to see the type of artwork that you do, at least in regards to art. So people block minors, as I said. So yeah, so people just people aren't happy with this. As I said, I personally don't know if this is going to affect me, because I am from the UK. We have a lot stricter rules when it comes to social apps, which is probably why there's a lot of changes going on that will not affect us. Same with YouTube, actually. There's a few things YouTube is doing in regards to preventing ad blockers, whereas in the UK, it's kind of a rule. You have to kind of let that happen. You have to sort of like let people use ad blockers. You can't ban ad blockers and whatnot because of the laws. Although this doesn't affect me, it's still a really bad design by Elon, because now he's got all these adult bots and content creators, not just bots, that no longer can stop minors from seeing adult content. Should kids be on Twitter/X or social media as a whole? Probably not, but let's have a quick look. What is the age using /Twitter? Ugh, I hate the AI overview. I will not be using the AI overview, thank you, because that's not a reliable source of information, because it usually grabs it from Tumblr. Because apparently rocks are edible and you should eat one a day. Or whatever the fuck that was. Right, so X/Twitter, you have to be 13 years or older. So, Elon, sweetheart, baby boy, you did not think through the block function, did you? If you don't want people blocking you, I mean, I'm sure you could put a ban on the banning of you. I'm sure there's a workaround anyway. Rather than stopping block entirely of how it should function, because if you block someone, you don't want that person to see your content, you don't want to see their content, you don't want to engage, with them, you don't want them engaging with you, stalking, minors, whatever. So, sweetheart, baby, you do realise that you are opening up yourself for a legal case should a minor who is under the age of 18, because you allow anyone from age 30 to use your social media. If anyone 13 or up to 17 views adult content, and you've stopped the ability for people to, stop those minors from seeing that content, you are then seen as someone who is allowing children to see adult content. No matter how you swing this update, no matter how you decide to phrase these things, you are allowing minors to see age-restricted content, because you are stopping people from banning those minors from seeing their content. These users can't do anything about it. You've prevented one of their major abilities to stop minors seeing their content. And you are now allowing those minors to view their content. You really did not think this through, did you? No, you did not. Because if you had, you would have realised how stupid that idea was. Now, anyway, a little rant aside. It's just, I wish people had the foresight to think things through before they enact, certain stuff. Because if they did think things through first, they would think, but this might happen as a result of this might then trigger that. But, you have to think hard about what your actions are going to result in. You can't just say, I don't like people banning me, so I'm going to stop people, banning me so I can actually see what they're posting about, because, it's not good. That I can't see your posts. I can't see what you're writing about me. You have to think of the bigger picture. You can't just be tunnel vision and only think about the short-term effects of being blocked. You have to think of the big picture. But hey, if Elon wants to risk lawsuits and minors that he allows on his platform to view adult content, then that's his prerogative. But don't say I didn't warn you, Elon. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for now. It's certainly a choice. A weird choice, not a choice. Hopefully he realises that this could be a really bad thing and he figures out some other way of working with the block system. My advice would be put it back to the way it was before. But if you don't want accounts blocking you, Elon, figure a way of coding that so people can't block you. Or make it so that even if they block you, you can still see their posts. But only you, as the admin moderator. I'm sure there's a way of doing that. I'll be honest, I never run a social media app like Twitter. But I have run, this is probably going to show my age a little bit, I've run Yahoo groups, I have run MSN groups and stuff like that, and there was always a way to stop people from blocking you, or that's still allowing you to see, stuff. I don't know, I can't remember exactly how they did that. It was so long ago, but there was always ways and means. Or if they blocked you, they hit automatically. But there were definitely ways and means of getting around, people being dicks, basically. Although they have every right to block Elon, I bother because it's not like Elon's going to care about me. I'm not a big content creator. I'm not big on X or Twitter. So he probably doesn't even know I exist. So I don't really care. But I don't know if there's any other reasons he would go through with this. Maybe his buddies got annoyed because people were blocking them and then still talking about them and they couldn't see because they're nosy little bastards. But fair. I'm a little bit of a nosy bitch myself, but point is, there's more to block function than Elon realizes, and it could get him in legal trouble if he's not careful. So, you know, just food for thought. But that's me done. I will hopefully see everybody soon. I've got a few ideas for videos I want to do. I wanted to get this one out sooner rather than later because it's just, if I don't get my thoughts out on something, they're going to linger and they're going to annoy me, and I just need to get my thoughts out. Anyway, I'll see you all soon. This is Yukiro. If you like the video, like it. If you have any thoughts and opinions, feel free to leave them down below. In the meantime, I'm out. Sayonara.